Hi people, hope you're well. I've got a little update for you on the shoulder issue and the bursa, which is getting worse. I've sought some advice. I've been to see a doctor, had a look, and with the bursa and the shoulder and a brief conversation, it's come to the conclusion, which I agree with, that I've got a trapped nerve that runs through the shoulder, and it's causing all this locking. Because we've established that it ain't actually muscular, even though I've been thinking it is. The locking is nerves, and it's that pain that just makes it feel impossible. Coupled with the fact that this arm's not bad, and this arm's like a little pin cushion, tiny. It's nerve damage, So he's given me a brief course of steroids to calm it all down and get it sorted. In the meantime, it's a good job that I know some exercises that release this pinched nerve, so I'm going to do one of them right now. Right, so this next move, I've known for a while, to be honest, to do this move. I've read about it, seen it on YouTube a few times, just never done it, or hardly ever done it, and it's about time I did. But I got the inspiration to pick this up again from a YouTuber training at 45. He trains from home, different to what I do. He does what I used to do in gym, trains with weights from home. And it really, really is a good channel to see how somebody can combat, the different ways to train. So if you want to find ways to train at home and you haven't got a clue how to use certain weights or how to make like a pulley system and stuff like that, go on Training at 45, because he does some genius stuff. And he manages to train at home with weights and do pretty much everything. Right, but that's where I got the inspiration to do this exercise from there, Training at 45. Go check it out. And I found when I did it the other day, it really, really did work. And I was pain free, and it was great. And then I went to bed, slept on it, woke up, back to square one. So, and that's what I've realised as well. It's not so much the training that jiggers it in these days. It's when I've been to bed and gone to sleep on it, and it wakes up. Well, that's just trapped nerve in it all day long. But I've been saying it's been muscular for months and months and months. And I should have realised when this arm was going smaller that it were nerves. Because if your nerves are damaged, people, and you're training, it doesn't matter how much training you do, you don't grow, you don't respond on that side. So that's why you need to get it sorted out quick. So like I say, Rob-Botics is on a course of steroids. So am I natural anymore? I don't know. Is medical steroids classed the same? I don't know, but it's only for 6 days. Right, so we'll get this on. Now, Training at 45 noticed that I did a wide grip, and he recommends a narrower grip, so I'm going to try it. I won't dismiss it until I try it. I'll go on narrow. I've got a preconceived idea in my head that it's going to trap the nerve more, but we'll see. So let's have a look. Right, let's go. Get a bit narrower. Probably there. Right people, it's just an observation while I've been watching video, but if you look at the damaged side, the side that's strapped up while I'm hanging, you can see my leg, my knees raised higher than the other side, and literally all the body's higher on the damaged side. Even the neck kind of don't hang right on the hanging side. If you see the damage, it's subtle, but it's there. 60 seconds that time, Like I say, when you're not used to hanging, it's not nice. You've got to build up to it, That wasn't nice at all. I did actually feel a difference with narrow grip. I felt it straight through here, and I felt like a weird pull through there, and right down into this bursa. So I'm going to try a wider grip next time, just to see what that feels like, see if I can compare the two. Right, round 2 of the hanging for a minute. I'm going to use the straps again, because the straps stop you from gripping it as much, so you don't tense your muscles as much. It helps you relax in the stretch, which is what I want. And I'm going to go for a wider grip now, just to compare the two, see which is best. Right, let's get it set right. Right, straight away I prefer my wider grip, simply because it doesn't inflict any pain on that nerve because it opens the shoulder a bit, whereas a narrow grip kind of closed the shoulder and made it worse. It just probably does depend on what type of damage you've got. If it's nerve damage, then you don't want to be closing your shoulder capsule. If it's muscular or, you know, more of a tear, then it won't matter so much. But in my case, as I've discovered, my shoulder cuffs need opening, not closing more. So this feels a lot more comfortable this way, yeah. Yeah, that's a minute of that, yeah. Like I say, people, it is painful if you're not used to hanging, yeah. That's just all your old joints getting stretched and they don't like it. But trust me, hanging is really good for you, and it's something that we should do. It's kind of getting a new trend now, is hanging, to be fair. Well, I say no, it's new to me. But yeah, there's a lot of people realising benefits of hanging and why it's good for you. And I'll tell you why it's good for you straight away from my layman's terms. Basically, when we train, yeah, we're guilty of it all the time. When you train and you train your muscles hard, you break down muscle tissue, microscopically breaks down. But what we all forget, right, over years of doing this, when you break down your muscles microscopically and then it repairs itself, right, even down to a microscopic level, it's got some form of scar tissue, yeah. So what it does, it shortens your muscles over your lifetime. So your muscles get shorter and shorter and shorter. Now, that leads to injuries. We all get injured in as later life, yeah? We all think, oh, these little injuries that we've got, they're niggling us when we're... It's not true. Your injuries come from you shortening your muscles. They get shorter and shorter and shorter throughout your life because you've been breaking them down and building them up. And what not enough of us ever do, yeah, we're all guilty of it. I've been definitely guilty of it all my training life, is stretching. We never stretch. I used to go in the gym, people used to talk about stretch, I used to laugh. I used to just get on with benching 3 plates, yeah. Like an idiot. Yeah, I don't care, I admit it, I'm an idiot. They could stretch if they wanted, but it wasted 10 minutes of my day, right? At any age, people, when you start training, yeah, they should be stretching in your regime every single day, right? Because you regret it in future if you don't. When you train, your muscles get shorter, and then when you stretch, you lengthen them again. And a short muscle can't move in its full range of motion, yeah, and this is when we get injured. When we get tight hips, it's because of a shortened muscles or IT bands, yeah. When we get tight knees, it's because of a shortened muscles, yeah. It's all down to shortened muscles, or 90% of it is, right? So, hang and stretch. I'm going to start doing it, yeah. A bit late, but I'm going to start. Right, so this next movement or stretch is to open the capsule out more. So what I do, I've got this green band, it's quite strong, yep. And I put my hand through that backwards and then put my fingers over the top. And that's literally to stop me having to grip it, because I don't want to grip, I don't want to tense those muscles. So I come down into the crouch, yeah, and then I move back as far as I physically can until I don't want it to pull anymore. So basically this is now really, really, really pulling this shoulder out. Yep. And count. Now what this does is stretching the lat to its full capacity, peeling that lat back, yeah, but it's also pulling this shoulder off that nerve. So it's creating that space that that nerve needs. Now, to be honest with you, I might have got a band that's a little bit too strong. Probably should have started with a red band. Now, you do know whatever you do with one arm, you have to do with the other, even though the other one's not damaged. And I'll tell you for why. Because in the process of repairing this, yeah, your body's a really funny organism. And in the process of repairing this, the damage can transfer to this side. Your body has a strange way of doing things like that. It's a bit like the flow of water. If you disturb the flow of water in one place, you create a wave in another. So even if this side doesn't need this type of treatment, it's always best to do it so that you can stop that wave, yeah. Right, last but not least, yeah, I'm going to do a set of 5 pull-ups, right? But I'm not doing pull-ups as in I want to exercise pull-ups. I'm doing pull-ups to put the shoulder blades in the correct place. So when I'm doing these pull-ups with the bands for assistance, yeah, basically what I'm doing with this elbow is I'm pulling towards the back side. And what that does, it retracts the shoulder blade, yeah, to where it should go. So get a nice grip. Retract the shoulder blades first. Yeah, so set the lats and then pull with the elbows into the back side. One. Full stretch of the lats. Nice stretch, yeah, that's important. And then reset. Pull. Down. Full stretch. Oh. Now I can take a stand, because like I say, I'm not doing them because I'm doing chin-ups, I'm doing it for a reason. Get another grip, do one more of them. So nice full stretch. Retract the shoulder blades. Pull. Just keep pulling. Try not to hunch the shoulders. There we go. I've got to say, after that other session I did the other day, this right shoulder, left shoulder even, I'm looking through camera, this left shoulder feels better than it did apart from this locking. But straight away when I do them set of exercises and I do that locking is gone. Yeah. So the doctor I saw is definitely right, it's definitely nerves, because I've released that tension. It already feels better. There's no buzzing or there's no tingling and out like that, so it's a good sign. You see what I've been doing, and I hope people see this video and realise all this grinding that I've been getting, I've been grinding it, yeah, clicking it, grinding it, thinking it will be muscles, right? It's not, it's nerves. Yeah, they go all gnarly and funny and they get bits on them and they start twisting and catching and dry out and all sorts of stuff, yeah. And the more we do this, the more we're aggravating it and the more we're making matters worse, which is what I've been doing for ages, right? So I think it's important to make this video so you don't do the same mistake, yeah. So I'll tell you for now, yeah, if your arm locks to there and you feel it no matter what you do, yeah, it's not always muscular, people, yeah, it's nerves sometimes. And it does, it's hard to tell difference until you get like a proper person to look at you. But I'm hoping, right, that in 6 days time this might have gone down, that pain might have gone, yeah. But I'm going to do these exercises while I'm on the steroid tablets. I'm going to do these exercises for that time this week, next week, yeah, and then I'll be back training. What I'm not doing is training. It'll be a big mistake, yeah, big mistake. I can't train because I don't want to compress it, it's pointless, yeah. And I'm going to try and sleep on my back and be conscious that I'm not turning over and laying on this shoulder, which I always do. I need to keep off it. So I'll keep you posted, yeah. But in the meantime, you lot, keep training.